Good morning. Let's learn the problems of piecing together the past. As Harappan script is not deciphered, archaeologists depend on material evidence to, to reconstruct Harappan life. Archaeologists classify them as organic and inorganic materials. Organic materials like leather, wood, etc., were generally decomposed. Inorganic materials were survived materials, example pottery, ornaments, etc. Archaeologists face two problems when they try to piece together the past: classification of artifacts and interpretation of artifacts. Generally, they follow two methods of classification. One, classification in terms of materials. Two, classification in terms of function. Classification in terms of material is simple, whether it's stone, clay, metal, etc. But classification in terms of function is more complicated. They have to find out whether an artifact is a tool or an ornament, etc. Archaeologists understand the function of an artifact, often by its resemblance with present day things. Look at this picture of Harappan pot. We too use pots of this type, so it is easy to interpret if an artifact has resemblance with present day materials. They also identify the function by investigating the context in which it was found, whether in a house or in a drain, etc. If the pot was found in a house, we can understand that it was used for homely purposes. But if it were found in a grave, the interpretation becomes totally different. Sometimes archaeologists need to take certain indirect evidences also. Look at this picture of a razor. It has traces of cotton. To find out clothing, indirect evidences like depictions in sculpture are taken into consideration. Archaeologists have to develop frames of reference also. They could not understand the significance of the first excavated seal. Later, they could understand it with the help of the context in which it was found and in terms of comparison with the Mesopotamian finds. The problem of archaeological interpretation is most evident in attempts to reconstruct religious practices. Early archaeologists thought that certain objects which seemed unusual or unfamiliar may have had a religious significance. Example, see this picture of terracotta figurines of women, heavily jeweled, hair, elaborate headdresses, etc. So archaeologists named it as Mother Goddess. Rare stone statues of men in an almost standardized posture, seated with one hand on the knee, such as the priest king, was also similarly classified. Some structures have also been assigned religious significances. Example, the Great Bath, fire altars found at Kalibangan and Lodar. Seals were also examined to reconstruct religious beliefs. Look at this seal. It depicts some ritual scenes. Seals with plant motifs shows nature worship. Seals with animals shows animal worship. Look at this picture. Depiction of a figure seated cross-legged in a yogic posture, sometimes surrounded by animals, has been regarded as a depiction of Proto-Shiva, that is, an early form of one of the major deities of Hinduism. Besides, Conical stone objects have been classified as lingas. Many archaeologists reconstruct the Harappan religion based on the assumption that later traditions are similar to that of the earlier traditions because archaeologists often move from the known to the unknown.